is it really possible to move on or yung let go? I mean, these are cliches, no? But you hear it a lot. Not maybe not sometimes not even in the context of loss, no? But it's like episodes in our history, di ba? May mga political leaders that tell you, oh, we need to move on from that, no? But of course, these terms probably resonate differently for you, no? I'm just wondering what would that mean for you, and then I've also heard you say move, rather than move on, we should move forward, no? Move forward. So ano yung kaibahan nun?
Mm-mm. Um, it's interesting that you brought up the issue of politics, because I was listening to your podcast, your interview with Patricia Evangelista, and there is something that we need to acknowledge as a nation. So many of us who grew up during the martial law years, we were exposed to so much trauma. My subconscious is full of fear. People were getting salvaged. People were getting dumped. Bodies were getting dumped in empty lots. I grew up in a country where I couldn't trust people in uniform. The fear is planted in me, and when I say things like that, there's like all of a sudden there's this wall that comes up and says, "Oh, maybe you shouldn't have said that." I'm constantly editing myself, and I realize it's because there's so much trauma that hasn't been processed. It hasn't been allowed. It hasn't been allowed, and that's why. How can we move on from that when there has been no allowing, when there has been no asking of forgiveness, where there has been no true redemption, true healing, no true
You're right. Yeah, yeah.
justice, diba?
Mm-hmm.
So I was listening to that podcast and just thinking about how, yeah, we are trying to move forward, but I think I can safely say na parang it's like trying to move forward with one leg missing and no crutch. It's like we're just one step forward, two steps back. We are stuck with
Mm-hmm.
this culture of impunity. We are stuck with this culture that allows EJKs and all that. Is that moving forward? I don't think so. So on the personal level, yes, I feel that now I am moving forward with Kidlat still in my life because I did allow those feelings. I had to face all those feelings of guilt and grief and whatever. I allowed it to come out. It was very public, right? How I expressed it. Not because I want to be public, but that's just like, hello, we live in a age of social media. It's like, it's a selfie generation, right? For me, how I see it is when you move on, you're implying na parang nakalimutan mo na. You've left that other person behind. So that doesn't resonate with me. That's why I move forward. I know I carry that grief. I still miss him like anything, but I have now recalibrated reality for myself. I am attuned to the things that bring me joy. I am in relationship with the people that I love. I'm in my soul purpose. And so because I was able to allow myself to just be myself and be messy, be whatever, unattractive, and just whatever, um, just respecting where I was in my journey. Now, actually, it's amazing that you're asking me this now because it's only really literally like in the last week that I realized I feel like my grief has actually shifted. And I feel that now I have more energy. I'm taking energy from my grieving and I'm now putting it into projects that I love, that I'm interested in.